He looks like he's having a great time out there, but he's also working tremendously hard to improve his game. So we're looking forward to this matchup.
Ball, game one,
we have
in.
Noe Khlif to serve on the far side.
Line out. Ball's out.
First ball missed on the serve.
Zero, zero. Point. One, zero.
Beautiful shot from Jack Sock.
Silky smooth inside out, similar to Tyson. He'll run around many of those backhands and give himself some options at the forehand.
Explosive movements from Noe Khlif.
Yeah, look for a lot of good footwork with Noe. Recently picked up by the Miami Pickleball Club. He's a real threat in singles and has just passes the eye test for someone in rackets, whether it's tennis or pickleball. Such a smooth mover and with good hands is really coming onto the scene.
Two, zero. Point.
Big serves from Jack Sock to start us out here in game one.
3-0. Point.
Good pressure here from Jack. A little two-handed backhand there up the line to get the point started. The paddle always just looks so small in his hands.
Point.
And a few missed returns from Noe Khlif.
Timeout receiver, 5-0.
The 26-year-old from Chicago, Illinois, calls a lot more shots in play.
5-0.
Finding the center of the court is something that he's looking for here.
Point.
But now missing into the net, so trying to dial it in here.
6-0. Point.
I remember seeing Noe take a game off Chris Hayworth, and up until Chris losing to the final to Ben in the final in Dallas, Chris was just steamrolling everyone. But the only one who gave him real trouble for Ben was Noe. It was kind of an impressive showing to slow down the baseline strokes of Chris Hayworth. So he's got the game in him. It's just not kind of showing up right now.
Even off of the net, all the luck is going over to Jack Sock. And Noe Khlif did play before this round against Luke Leeson, defeating him 11-2, 11-3.
Point.
Jack Sock again going inside, but this time in.
Ten, 0. Side out.
That return stayed in. And down 10-0 here.
In a flash.
But it's better to come it back and just kind of go for it, right? And just dial it in, get ready for game two.
Yeah, good fight there from Noe, getting his first point in the game. But yeah, try to find something, a movement pattern or a combination that you think you can try to better employ in game two.
Side out. Game point.
Keeps glancing over here. All eyes on you, Ryan.
I don't know. Jack certainly doesn't recognize me from the tennis world. So.
10-1.
The lob stays in.
Very Jack Sock-like point where I don't know if many of the top 10 guys elect to use the lob there, but he's never shy about being creative and seeking out a little bit of risk.
Point.
Great get by Noe Khlif. I thought that point was over with that forehand volley.
Yeah, anytime Jack has a forehand, I'm like, oh, this could be a winner. I mean, it's really, it's just so wrist. It's so strong. That wrist snap, a few inches, cocking the paddle back and coming through it generates so much power.
Point. Three, 10.
And there's an inside in from Noe Khlif.
Yeah, Jack saying good ball to himself and Noe there on the forehand.
4, 10. Point.
And some momentum here for Noe Khlif. He was down 0-10, and now he has 5. Championship court.
5, 10. Side out.
And a good timeout from Jack Sock with his 3rd game point.
10, 5.
Oh, man, silky smooth.
Jack Sock takes game number 1, 11-5. Looking strong here on National Pickleball Game. We'll be back with game number 2. Here between Jack Sock and Noe Khlif.
0-0.
Jack Sock winning the first game. A little cat and mouse to start us off here.
Fun first point. Great job for Jack staying in that, finishing off with the backhand volley.
1-0.
A beautiful return from Noe Khlif in that backhand corner.
Yeah, Noe doing something similar to what Hunter was against Tyson, really forcing him back into that corner. It's important around the placement, but also bringing some pace so that they can't scoot their boot around that and get a comfortable shot.
Point. One.
Oh, the ball stays in.
A paddle clap from Jack. I was telling you about the movement. The footsteps are so efficient and so soft.
2-1. Point.
When there's an unforced error in pickle, it's much easier to look at the court, at the ball, than it is your paddle. Try to find a reason why we didn't perfectly execute it.
And a few errors here from Jack Sock in game 2.
4-1. Side out.
This is a treat now.
One, 4. Point.
Awesome net cord love there from Jack. Really impressed with how kind of soft and dipping he can get with that inside out forehand. It's not just a complete rip.
Point.
And that's what sets it up. No, you think he's going inside out again, pulls it inside in. Sometimes it is a simple game.
3-4.
Come on.
Oh, man.
Four. Point.
Good run now from Jack here in game 2.
5-4. Side out.
So it looks like we're going to have a challenge here.
Yeah.
So
Referee
Jack Sock
timeout.
with
We have a
another
challenge of the outs
beautiful
call. The
in
outs-
for a sport, isn't it?
It is. It's really exciting times, you know, the last.
After video review, the out call's overturned. The ball was in. 2 timeouts remaining. We'll resume play at 6-4.
Yeah, it's really exciting times with the talent and the name and the personalities that have come in. It certainly brings a lot of attention to this sport, but also brings a challenge to them. You know, it's not an immediate conversion. You know, Jack is certainly very good, but isn't,
Time in.
you know, considered a top 10 in men's or
6-4.
mixed or singles yet. And so
The ball was
Yeah.
overturned, but Noe Khlif goes ahead and gets the side out anyways.
4-6.
Oh, no, he's like, hey, I'll show you a forehand.
Flashy forehand from Noe Khlif, the number 38 seed.
5-6.
Oh! Backhand ATP. Jack always fooling with us. He was motioning that it went between the net post and the net, which it didn't. That would not be a legal shot. He's always
6-5.
fooling with the fans and his opponents.
Side out.
But Noe Khlif is serious about this one. He's getting pumped up here. He wants to take this game to take it to 3.
5-6. Point. Six. Point.
For the amount of kind of elite and high level under pressure forehands that Jack has hit in his tennis career and pickleball career,
7-6.
I can't imagine how frustrating it may be to just miss a forehand into the net, you know?
Point.
It may be upwards of 2 million forehand and baseline strokes. And to just hit that ball to a 34-inch net, it's got to be a little...
Timeout receive. 8-6. Point.
Ooh, and right off of the timeout, Jack Sock misses a return wide.
9-6. Side out.
Good change up there from Jack, going to Noe's forehand. I don't think Noe's quite ready there with his feet.
6-9. Side out.
I really like that return from Noe Khlif right down the middle of the court.
Yeah, it's certainly a changeup. So when you've been doing A, sometimes you do B, and we all know from the previous matches that it
9-6.
really forces the receiver to create angle off of that as opposed to being given it. Oh,
Point.
it's such a Jack Sock.
Game point.
It's
Tell me about it.
yeah, that easy to critique here, but
10-6.
that's what you see from Jack once in a while.
Side out.
A bit more than some of the other top guys, just a little too much sexy craftiness when that's a straightforward put away.
Side out. Game point.
And Noe Khlif with his second game point, looking to take it to 3.
10-6. Side out.
If Jack Sock wants to close it out here, he needs to turn it on. He needs to get going.
6-10. Side out. Game point. Ten, 6. Point game. Switch in.
Noe Khlif with a backhand dink cross court to close out game number 2, 11-6 with 3.
1 and out
Hold
on
on, I ain't
National
called score yet.
Pickleball Day.
Yeah, I didn't call the score yet. Can I hit the scoreboards, please?
So they will replay the first point as there was some
Time in.
graphics on our background
0-0.
on the scoreboard.
Side out.
Ooh, and a missed serve to start out game number 3.
Yeah, I think Jack should hit it out and give it back to Noe.
0-0. Side out.
Just a bit out there on the inside out. Noe using a similar YOLO paddle to Tyson.
0-0.
It's interesting that on his return, he also gives slice. It's kind of a dangerous trade-off these days. But again, consistency is everything. So do it works for you the most of the time.
Again, some playful shots there from Jack Sock.
The Cobra into the soft but not soft enough cut volley.
1-0. Side out. Zero, 1. Side out.
What a shot from Noe Khlif.
Yeah, and that ball slid a decent amount too after hitting the ground, but good sharp angle.
1-0. Side out.
Okay, a little rough play from both out the gate here.
0-1. Point.
Jack Sock gets in position for a beautiful inside-in forehand.
One. Point.
This time the backhand down the line.
Two, 1. Point.
And just out of the reach of Noe there, so 2-point lead here for Jack in game 3.
3-1.
Oh, ATP number 2 of this game. That was put on a silver platter for Noe.
I mean, that shot from Jack Sock was so awesome. He's been looking for that all game. And then here comes Noe Khlif with a flying ATP.
The French track star.
1-3. Point.
I think Jay de Villiers should be a little nervous that the Flying Frenchman could go to Noe Khlif if he keeps it up.
2-3. Point.
And a couple errors here from
Timeout,
Jack Sock.
receiver, 3-3.
And he will
3-3. Point.
clean.
Four, 3. Point.
And Noe Khlif is firing up here.
Yeah, just an athlete. You know, and his doubles game is developing to where he's getting more offense out of the air and flicking, but in terms of dinks and just being in the right place, no, he's really showing you that being an athlete with racket experience gets you a lot of the way there.
On the near side, trying to close game number 3. What a wild point here.
Three, 6.
The grunts as he hits the softest shots is something that has us laughing. And Adam Stone's here on deck in the booth, and he's giggling like a schoolgirl over there.
4, 6.
Oh, off the net and hits Noe Khlif. And you could see Noe Khlif a little frustrated there.
Five, 6.
Jack Sock turning it on here.
Gets him a tie game.
Six, 6.
Oh my goodness. It's just absurd shot making.
Timeout, receiver.
No, he had
7-6.
such a good.
Who's going to be able to close it out here?
7, 6. Point.
Oh, and that catches the back corner there. Jack Sock with his inside out forehand. Take a look. So quick.
8, 6. Point.
And after the end change, Ryan, Jack Sock turned it on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's been playing well. Jack's just been playing just a bit better.
9, 6. Side out.
I think she's very powerful.
Time in.
And a lot to look forward to.
6,
But here
9.
we are back in game number 3.
Side out.
And a good timeout with a quick side out for Jack Sock.
Nine, 6.
Oh, and a replay of the point just a few moments ago where, again, inside in, Noe's crashing with a forehand volley, cross court, and Jack somehow gets there. The man can move.
10-6. Side out. Six, 10. Side out. Match point.
Interesting note, Michelle, as we look at the bracket, some of the first round games for the higher seeds, something like Christian Alshon at 4, has yet to play, has yet to start his match. You know, a lot of these guys got here at 11, 11:30. That's a tough delay.
And their games, 11-6 in the third with a beautiful forehand cross-court roll shot. And championship court loves Jack Sock, as some people are giving him a standing ovation in the crowd. And we'll be right back to hear from the champ himself after this. Tennis Center. Hey, Jack, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Tell us about your singles match against Noe Khlif. You fell in the second game. How did you come back in the third?
Hometown support, for sure. Probably a good chance if I was on like court 3 in St. George, I would have lost that for sure. So appreciate you guys coming out, supporting. I love being home. Obviously grew up playing at this club and went to high school 10 minutes away, and I love being here. I miss Kansas City a lot, so to be able to now playing pickleball here, never would have thought that would have happened, but here I am, and I love being back, and hopefully can play for a while in front of you guys.
It was awesome to have you here, Jack. You certainly have a wide variety of shots in singles, but what's one shot you're still working into your game?
Well, my backhand's my strength, so probably just working on the forehand at all times. I probably need to work on the backhand. Tennis, pickleball, any sport with a racket, my backhand's kind of cheeks, so I need to work on it.
And you are a 2016 Olympic medal champ. Do you see pickleball going into the Olympics anytime in the future?
I mean, I certainly hope so. That would be, that'd be a goal of mine to try to maybe Olympics in 2 sports would be a really cool thing. But just in general, I think the sport is so, I don't know, it's so fun. I think it's very entertaining, playing or not. I love watching. I think it's obviously growing rapidly, and I hope it gets to the point where, you know, it grows big enough and enough support behind it and enough traction and everything it can get there, and we can have people represent from all over the world playing in an Olympics or big stages like that would be incredible.
Well said. Jack Sock moving on to the round of 16, winning here.